The first card you have for your past is the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I'm seeing you. Obviously, this man's burdened. He's carrying all these wands. He can't cope with it. He can't see where he's going. I think you're feeling a bit alone. I think you're feeling a bit alone at this time with a lot to do. And I think you might have been feeling as if nobody was around to help you. I think maybe this was work that someone didn't want to do. Someone else didn't want to do this and they kind of left it all to you. I'm actually seeing caring. You might have been caring for someone, or you might have been taking care of someone or something. If this is a person you're taking care of, I think, you really did care about this person. You naturally cared about them. But I think maybe it was becoming a little bit too much for you. You're a bit overburdened with this. You're a bit overtired with all of this. And again, if this was a person you were helping, I don't think they were the main problem. I'm not actually seeing it being their fault at all. And you didn't think that either. It was the fact that you felt that you're alone, on your own with this, and nobody else was helping you. I think there probably were people who could have helped you if they wanted to. I think maybe you might have asked people, you might have asked them, you might have told them how you were feeling. And I think they could see what was happening and they could see what was going on, especially one of these people. I think there's one specific person who might be a little bit self-centered. And I think that they could have been minimizing things, not listening to you, not taking what you were saying seriously. You might have asked them and they might say, oh, it's not that bad, it's okay, you can cope with it. Oh yeah, I can't come around this day, I might come next week. Oh, I can't, I'm very busy. You were busy too. You were busy, but they weren't seeing that, or they were, but they just couldn't be bothered. They were just kind of really selfish. And I can see that you really do want to help. I think you really did want to help this person. It's not that you didn't want to do this, but, it was just the fact that you were on your own with this. And, if this resonates and you're still going through this problem, don't let people take advantage of you. You definitely deserve some time out for yourself. You might have to be either be a bit more forceful with this person who's minimizing things, or you might have to find some other kind of help with this, I think. But don't keep on doing this without any breaks. Definitely don't keep doing this without any kind of rest from this. I think, even if you want to help, and I can see that you do, I don't think you're resenting doing the thing. I think it's the fact that everyone just kind of leaves it for you. If you do keep on doing this and you become exhausted, you won't be able to help anyone at all. You'll just fall over. So you do need breaks. You do need someone else to step in some way. And you know that. You just have to find a way to be able to do that. The next card you have for your past is the Knight of Wands. So, yeah, you have a calm nature. You have a kind of a sensitive nature. And I think sometimes people can take this as being a bit soft, a bit weak, especially this person who's minimizing things. And that's how they saw you. They saw you as someone who they can just, oh, well, they'll do everything. I don't have to do anything. And they won't say anything. They won't complain. They'll just do whatever I want. That kind of thing. I'm actually really angry with them. So, yeah, you're not weak at all. You're not weak. You're actually really, really strong. I think the quietest people can be the strongest people sometimes, especially mentally and emotionally. Sometimes the loudest people are the people who hurt the most. That's why they scream the loudest. But yes, this could be a family member, because I'm seeing this problem might be centered around family. I'm seeing that. And, I think maybe you've always had problems with this person. This is a very brash person. This is a very loud person, a bit like this Knight of Wands. They don't think. They just think about themselves. They rush in, whatever they want to get. It's that kind of thing. And, if they won't listen to you, and, they probably won't if they're anything like the Knight of Wands, find some other way to deal with this. I know they should be helping you. I know what they should be doing. They know what they should be doing, but they're not doing it, and they probably won't do it. We'd all like to deal with should and shouldn't, but we can't. Sometimes we have to deal with is and isn't, and that's what you were dealing with. this person isn't helping, and they won't. I think you could probably talk to them forever and they wouldn't do anything. You'd just be wasting your energy, what little energy you have left. So try to do something outside of this, get some help outside of this, something else. The last card you have for your past is the Chariot. So yeah, again, this is about taking your control back. Take some control back if you haven't already. This is in your past. If this is resonating, please take your control back. Yeah, you won't be able to control what this relative does or this person. You won't be able to control what they do, what they say. You can control what you do, and you can control yourself and your own situation in your own life. So yeah, again, look outside of you, look outside of them, look outside of this. See if there's someone else who can help you. There might be an organization, there might be someone you can get in just to give you a break. I don't know, it might be something else you can do. Just think of other things. Don't bother with them anymore. Don't bother with this person who's minimizing things, this person in the Knight of Wands. Just don't bother talking with them anymore. They're not helping you. Think about what you can do to help yourself. That's what I'm seeing. I know that sounds harsh, but I think you're just going to have to do that if this resonates with you. You know, I'm seeing your strength in this card as well, and I think this is a reminder of how strong you are. I think this card's here to tell you, you are strong. You can do this. You can find a solution. And, you know, I know it could be hard to feel this strength, this inner strength when, you know, when you're stressed, when you're feeling unappreciated. So, yeah, that's what this card's reminding you of. You are strong. Just remember that. Don't forget that. Don't let this person make you feel as if you're not. You are strong. I'm also seeing you protecting yourself. I think you might be protecting yourself, or you might have been protecting yourself from someone at this time. I think someone might have actually been someone from your past might have been coming back to try to connect with you again. And I think whoever this wasn't feeling strong at all. They were feeling the opposite of strong. Yeah, again, someone from your past. I'm seeing that again. Yeah, they were trying to talk to you, trying to message you. And I think you did care about them up to a point, but I don't think you wanted to go back there. You didn't want to be back with them again. I think you would have felt really dragged backwards, I think, if you decided to go back with them. So you just didn't want to go there. You really didn't. But you did have a certain amount of care for them, I think. You're a caring person. That's what I'm seeing all through this, and I know you are. But this Chariot's like a barrier around this man. It's like a box. He's got a box around him. So, you know, he's determined to do things his way. He wants to go where he wants to do. He's not letting anyone influence him. And I think this person who was trying to contact you wanted to influence you to kind of talk to them again, connect with them again, maybe even get back together with them again. But you weren't doing this. You had this box around you. I think, you know, they might have messaged you. They might have text messaged you, and I think you might have actually replied or spoken to them a few times or something. But you weren't going to go any further than that. You know, if this resonates, this shows your strength as well. The fact that you didn't just cave in and say, oh, okay, I'll go back with you. Okay, I'll talk to you. Okay, I'll meet you. No. You're like, no, I'm not going back there again. I do care about you, but I'm not letting myself go back there again. So again, this is showing your strength to you. This is what you need to hear. You're strong. And, you know, again, you know, it doesn't matter who knows how strong you are and who doesn't know how strong you are. You know you're strong. That's the only person who needs to know you're strong. You need to know you're strong. You need to step up and do this for yourself, to help yourself. And sometimes it can be a good thing if people don't know you're strong, if they underestimate you, because then you can come up and surprise them. And this is a really good thing. I've done that a few times. The first card you have for your present is the Fool. So, yeah, you don't want to go back there. You want to jump forward. You want to move forward like the Fool. You have new things you want to pursue. You have things that you want to do that maybe this ex didn't want to do themselves. Maybe you didn't do this around them. Maybe they liked music. Maybe they liked doing things that they didn't want you to do. and you felt like, oh, maybe I can't do this around them, or maybe I can't listen to this music around them, maybe I can't go and see this movie, they'll never like it. But now you can do everything, you can do whatever you like. So this is fantastic. You can be like the fool and do all sorts of crazy things. You can dance around in your house, with no clothes on if you want to, because they're not there anymore, it's just you. So I'm being a bit silly, but that's the kind of thing the fool does. But yeah, again, I think a part of you still cares about this person. I saw that before, but I think you realised, or you're realising now, that, they haven't changed. And unless they were going to change a lot, you weren't going to go back there. They're still the same person. They still have the same attitude. And, if you went back, the same problems would still be there. So, yeah, you're moving forward. And even though you're moving forward, you still do have this care about them. I keep seeing that. And you are probably still holding on to some old memories of them as well. And you might still be feeling a little bit emotional around them. But this is normal. If you look at the fool, he's rushing into his new life, but he still has his old things, things that he already owns, tied, inside this red cloth that's tied around this pole. So he hasn't totally left everything behind. There are probably a lot of memories inside that red cloth for him, of things that he bought a long time ago, or he had, or someone gave to him. So, I think if you don't look back, these memories won't totally fade, of course, but you'll feel a lot less emotional about them as time goes on. You'll probably have these thoughts pop up into your head, these memories, and you'll just say, oh yeah, I remember that day. And then they'll go out again. You won't feel all emotional around them. So keep on moving forward if this resonates. Don't look back. Move forward like the fool. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your present is the Seven of Cups. So I think I was seeing this with the Fool, that now that you've kind of moved forward, you have a lot of choices, a lot of different options in front of you. And in all sorts of areas of your life, maybe work, maybe friend opportunities to go out, opportunities to do new things, all sorts of different things in front of you. And yeah, I think when you last spoke to this person, this ex, and you decided to move on, I think that was the final, something happened in that conversation that made you realise, no, I need to move on. I can see that they haven't changed. That's what I'm seeing in that. But yeah, you have all these options in front of you. And I don't think, this card can be about confusion. It can be about a lot of things and not knowing which one to choose. So you probably haven't worked out exactly what you want to do yet. And this is actually a good situation to be in. It's not a bad one. So try not to stress too much about this. Don't make any quick decisions either. You might be tempted to make some quick decisions because, you have the Fool in this reading as well. I'm actually seeing, I'm seeing that you have some things in front of you. You have some opportunities in front of you. But there might be new ones in front of you that you haven't actually seen yet. And I think these might be really, it might be one thing that's a really good thing that's coming up for you that you don't know about yet. I think there might actually be, I'm actually seeing someone who who you talk to. This might be someone who is in your workplace or someone around work, but you're kind of their friend as well. They might see this opportunity and they might either tell you about it or they might show it to you. That's what I'm seeing. And once you've seen this, I think it's going to be something that's really huge to you. It's going to be something that you're going to think, wow, that's something I'd never thought of. That's amazing. That's what I'm seeing. Now, it's a fantastic thing, this is. Now, it might have travel around it, but I think you're still going to be a bit confused. You're not going to know what to do. So, yeah, think about this carefully. Don't make any rash decisions. Write things down if it helps. Write everything down, all your options, everything you can think of, all your thoughts about these things. Sometimes that's a good way to get all your thoughts out of your system and clear your head, and then you can kind of think clearly about this. Sometimes that can help. But yeah, what I'm getting really clearly about this is you have fantastic things that you can do. But don't make any fast decisions yet, because there's something I can really see that might come in for you in the future that you haven't seen, and I think that might change all of that. It might kind of blow all of these opportunities out of the water. It's going to be that good, I think. So I hope this is going to resonate with you. The last card you have for your present is the High Priestess. So yeah, this is another option. This is another option that you probably never, ever, ever would have imagined. This is going to be amazing. Again, I'm seeing this thing. It's going to reveal itself to you. Again, I'm seeing someone who's around you a lot, and they're going to reveal this to you. This is going to be a woman, probably. You know, the High Priestess can be about things that are hidden, that are going to be revealed to you at the right time. You know, the High Priestess is very, very wise, and she knows when the right time is to reveal things to people. So, you know, if you're waiting before you actually make any final decision about anything, please wait just that little bit longer, because I think this new thing is going to come up, and I think, yeah, keep on waiting. You're definitely doing the right thing if you are waiting. This is going to really change a lot of things for you. That's what I'm seeing again. I know I'm repeating myself, but I keep on seeing that. The first card you have for your future is the Four of Swords. So yeah, this thing, I keep on seeing that. This is going to be a lot more. It's going to be about a lot more than just weighing up options and kind of thinking about the best thing. This is going to send you through some really, really huge changes, really, really important changes, very deep changes. These are going to be internal changes as well as external changes. And I think that maybe this new thing that's coming in for you, it's going to be a huge part of that change. It's going to really, really help you. It's going to open up a lot for you, and it's going to open up your confidence. That's the big thing. It's going to open up your confidence. I'm really seeing that. Obviously, I think you should say yes to this when it comes up, because I keep on getting this really, really, really positive feeling around this new thing. Even if you say no, just knowing that this opportunity is available to you, that it's there for you, that you can do this, this is going to boost your confidence a lot. But, you know, I think this is telling you to rest again. This is telling you to take your time and really kind of rest on this. Think about all these options. Think very carefully. Don't rush in. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is that you might still be trying to, or you might be trying to shake off some old words that someone said to you, some old demons, some old thoughts that someone might have put into your head. I think, you know, because I'm looking at these swords hanging over this man, and even though he's resting, he still has some swords hanging over him. So I think, and they represent words to me sometimes. So someone said something in your past, it might be coming back to you at this time, and you might be thinking, no, I can't do this, I can't. Because someone might have said to you, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not good enough. You are good enough. That's all I have to say about that. Just remember that. You're only given opportunities that you're able to handle. If you couldn't handle this, you wouldn't have been given it. It wouldn't have been given to you or shown to you. You are able to do whatever this is. Do not ever think that you can't. Throw away any of those old words. They are useless to you. You can do whatever you want to do. The next card you have for your future is the Nine of Swords. Yes, again. If you dwell on these thoughts, you're going to become like this poor woman in this card. Now, you're already like the Four of Swords. You already have the swords hanging over your head. You're letting them enter into your mind. You're letting them come in. If you dwell on them, if you keep on thinking about them, if you keep on thinking, yes, this person said I can't do this and I can't, you're going to end up like this poor woman in this card, this poor woman. First, the swords were hanging over you. That's one thing. This woman has the swords going through her head. Don't be like that. That's what you'll be like if you keep on thinking about this over and over again. Banish these thoughts. I've said this in this, I don't know if I've said this to you, but I've said this in some of these readings. I can't remember if it was your sign or someone else's. If a thought comes into your head that someone's put in, telling you, you can't do this, you're stupid, you're bad, you're rubbish, you're wrong, you're this, you're that. When it comes in, say to yourself, I banish that thought, and it will come out of your head. If it comes in again, say it again. I banish that thought, and it comes out of your head. This works. This is what I've done. If a good positive thought comes into your head, say, I accept that thought, and you let it in. Sometimes it can take 3 days for you to get used to saying, I banish that thought, and you do it automatically. It can take 3 weeks for you to see some changes in that, for you to be feeling a lot more positive. You have less and less of these thoughts. It can take 3 months before you're totally rid of those thoughts. Keep on doing this. Try to do, if this resonates with you, keep trying to do this. You do not want to end up like this poor woman in this card. The last card you have, your future, is the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, what can I say? I told you, here's this opportunity. Say yes to this opportunity that comes to you. Say yes, please. Yeah, that's all I have to say to you. Say yes. This is an amazing opportunity. And it's going to propel you onto a whole new level. Work-wise, confidence-wise, everything else-wise. I really, really hope this does resonate with you and that you do say yes to this. This is really, really, really amazing.